Honestly, man, I don't live in the what ifs. We didn't make those plays earlier in the year. I'm just happy we're making them now, and hopefully this gives us the confidence to make them next year. And we just gotta find ways to continue to win games. I feel like that's our biggest problem, and that was our biggest hurdle. And we just find ways to win these close games, and that's gonna just propel us much further next year because we already got a lot of one-score games. So next year, whenever we get in those tight moments, those clutch moments, we have the repetition of that. So no need to be nervous. No need to uh, just rely on just rely on what we learned through this year. So I'm just excited we get this W, man. It just feels so much better coming into work, the next day and just being able to be around my family, be happy. I'm tired of being sad. Like you try not to get in your feelings, but man, when you taking L's week in and week out, it's hard. It's just hard. It's hard on the mental, knowing that you put everything you could into it. So just grateful for the win, and man, we take these as they come.
The season doesn't go right, but y'all swept the Titans, have a chance to sweep the Colts. Is there something you could take if you could pull off the sweep of two division rivals in one year, even though it hasn't been the end you wanted?
Most definitely. I mean, we got to sweep them. I'm glad we beat the Titans, man. I remember last year they beat us keys out of the playoffs. So just being able to sweep them and having a chance to go sweep the Colts is just really exciting, especially like when it's a division rival. We don't like those guys; they don't like us, and we just gotta go out there and handle business.
Duck talked about throughout the week, and I feel like he's talked about for a couple of weeks the emphasis on the run game. How would you evaluate the run game today?
We did enough to get a W. I mean, honestly, would love to finish that 4 minute drive so we don't have to put defense out there. And but man, you guys, shouts out to them. Shouts out to Jeffrey Simmons, man. Uh, that's a grown man out there. That's a grown man. He's a real damn good football player. And I feel like we did enough to get the W. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. Come up with the W, and that's what we're here for.
How was that playing surface?
Playing service, man. I
A little
slipped
wet out there, but not maybe as wet as you thought it
little
would
wet.
be.
I slipped out there on one I could have had. I should probably just keep beating myself on a little thing. I should have put my 7 studs on, and now I've probably been out the gate. But man, it's gonna harm me for a little minute.
How would you describe, as much as you can, the post-game emotions here in this locker room?
Everyone just joyful. Everyone happy. A sense of relief. Winning the one-score game. Defense coming up big for us, making the play. I feel like that's what we got to keep leaning on. That's what we got to keep just thriving through and just finding ways to continue to win football games, man. It's hard to win this league. I learned that. I learned that this year. I learned that last year, and so just whenever we could get one, we just gotta just can't take any more for granted and understand that this is a dream. We all dream to be here, and we don't dream to get to the NFL and lose. So whenever we can get a win, we like to take those.
Where'd you get the shirt?
I found it at a thrift store, honestly. Just seeing it, had to pick it up. I feel like I like this shirt. It's probably my favorite Jack shirt I got. Just really hoping I get to get a Super Bowl one day.
You moved into fourth in all-time rushing for the Jaguars today. Does that mean anything to you? Is that something that you can kind of get excited about and eyeing that top spot one day?
Most definitely, most definitely. I mean, and I feel like it's a little sweeter because we got the W. I probably haven't had many yards, but I feel like as long as we get a W, that's all that matters to me. And just moving on that spot, just being amongst those guys. It's probably
Fred's one,
Fred,
MJD's
MJ,
two.
and Leonard maybe.
You just passed Leonard Fournette.
Oh dang.
Yeah, you just passed him.
So who's
James
third?
Stewart's third.
James Stewart.
Yeah.
Okay. Now James Stewart was nice too. So I mean, just to be amongst those running backs, I feel like that's just a blessing in itself, and it's a testament to just my work ethic. And I feel like I gotta just also just work harder. So I'm able to, if I'm on those guys like Fred and MJD, I just gotta continue to work harder, help this wealth, and just be able to be healthy, be able to be out there, help my team, and make plays for them.
Fred a Hall of Famer in your eyes?
Fred's a Hall of Famer, man. I ain't gonna lie. I really didn't know much about Fred until I got to Jacksonville and just watching his highlights. Fred was way before his time. I feel like if Fred would play today, because I mean, I don't know if people realize he's a very big guy. Like he probably like maybe Derrick Henry size, but his ball skills, his elusiveness, the way that he run physical. He make jump cuts. He catch the ball. I just feel like they don't make those guys no more. And he was way before his time, and he's definitely a Hall of Famer. I kind of see why it's been so long for him to get there, but I feel like we keep winning, we don't get Fred in there, but he's definitely being there this year.
What's he been like just as a sounding board since you got drafted? Did he ever give you any advice or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime I see Fred, I try to be a sponge. When you're around greatness, you just try to soak up just soak up all the knowledge that you can, and just him being here, I feel like it's awesome. And just seeing his name on that stadium each and every Sunday just gives me motivation because he's someone who did it before me, and I want to be in his shoes. So he's a living blueprint for me, and he made it quite frankly like I can reach out whenever I want, reach out to him. So you kind of love to have that, especially as a guy who wants to be amongst those names. So I appreciate Fred.
One last one. When you hear Randy Moss, what do you think about? And Brian Thomas tying a mark that only Randy Moss had done in history, 60 yards and a touchdown 8 times this season. Like, does it get better than that for a receiver to be in that conversation with that guy?
Nah. I feel like the sky's the limit for BTJ. I feel like he just got to continue just to be a sponge, continue to just soak up all the knowledge that he can. I feel like he has all the intangibles to be the greatest receiver here. And he just have to just stick with it and understand that it's his for the taking. And I feel like with great guys around him, just reminding him how great he is, he's going to get there. And I feel like he is off to a tremendous start. And whenever you in a conversation with Randy Moss, I mean, it speaks for itself. You ain't got to say much. I love that BT's a quiet guy. You let his play talk for him. But he deserves that. He deserves it. I see the way he works week in and week out. And just him being alone with Randy Moss, I mean, it speaks for itself. He's on the right track, definitely.
Appreciate you, Travis.
Hey, Mia here, and thanks so much for watching 1010XL Jaguars. For even more coverage of the Big Cats, be sure to subscribe to 1010XL Jaguars.